Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Idle World. I'm Hayley. It's great to have your company. It is our Planet Cruise TV show, award-winning cruise agents that really do bring us the best of the cruises, the best prices. We've got 6 amazing cruises, luxury river cruises. We've also got a call from the call centre midway through from Glenn, and I do believe he's got quite a surprise for us, so it's well worth hanging on for that as well. We've got lots of things going on, but that particular call from Glenn was something that did melt down their website yesterday, so it's something well worth waiting for. But I'm not alone to get that bespoke holiday for you. I'm in the capable hands of Justin. Look at that.
Capable hands. Am I the captain?
Capable hands this week. That's quite pleasant, isn't it?
Did you miss me last week? That's the main
Missed
thing.
you terribly.
I missed you. It's good to be back, though.
Good to have you back. And we've got a fabulous... I mean, you've come back to an amazing show.
Do you know, last night when I saw the show, I was like, wow, we've got some great deals that we're going to be kicking off with. And then we've got some fantastic river cruises and epic voyages. I think that's the best way of describing it, because the last cruise that we got is just amazing. But one of the great things about Planet Cruise is booking with us is a completely different experience. We have the first-hand knowledge, because I spent 6 years of P&O. We're going to be kicking off with P&O.
And everyone's very much the same. So if you're jumping onto the phones, these are the reasons you should really ring or jump onto the website and go through and via Planet Cruise, because you have got that amazing first-hand knowledge. So when you ask about a certain cruise line, they know about it. A certain area, they know about it. So if you're thinking, well, could I stay on a little bit longer there? They'll say, oh, yeah, there's a great hotel that we could actually put you in for a few days and then fly you back later. And that's the great thing, they make everything bespoke, don't they?
Well, and they can tailor-make it, so if you want to stay on perhaps an extra couple of days, or if you want to fly out early, or indeed if you want to stay in Southampton if you're travelling down from up north, then there's lots of different packages that are available. So just ask the actual guys and girls down on the phone lines. And
I booked just the same as you are booking today on the phone lines, 0203 69 69 457. Jot that down. And their customer service, their track record, people go back to them time and time and time again.
Yeah, and certainly if you go online, if you go onto Twitter, if you go onto Facebook as well, you know, the reviews on there, it just speaks in volumes. And that's not from the industry, that is from passengers and customers like you at home that, you know, are booking your cruises. But we get some fantastically exclusive prices because we are top agents, and we get some great luxury deals.
Really do. And actually, talking about luxury, we've got a luxury cruise show coming up. Now, you really do need to register for this. It's coming up very, very soon, just a couple of weeks on the 3rd of March. You can go any time between 1 and 7 p.m. So if you're at work and thinking, well, I don't finish till 2, that's fine. Get down there as soon as you possibly can. But there, by registering online, you're going to get free entry. You're going to get a goodie bag. There's going to be some amazing deals there, and representatives from all different cruise lines.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're actually going to get to meet the guys and the girls and a lot of the people from the cruise line. So they're obviously going to know everything about their cruise line. You'll meet the people that you book your holidays with, and it's almost, you make new friends on board, but you actually make new friends at Planet Cruise.
Sounds exciting. You need to get that booked up. Make sure you get that registered. But do stay with us. We've got an hour of amazing cruises. We're going to start off with P&O. And this is on board the Oceana. This is a 7-night. This is a lovely itinerary. This is one of my absolute favourites. We're going to look round first of all, and then I'll tell you the super places we're going. But I'll let Keith show you around the ship.
At just 77,000 tonnes, P&O Cruises Oceana may not be the biggest in the fleet, but she certainly packs a mighty punch. Fresh from her recent refitting, she was extensively and expensively refurbished and looks absolutely beautiful. Oh. You know, as a proud Englishman, the centre of my universe has always been my local pub. And on P&O, you really won't go wrong by visiting this beautiful yacht and compass nautically themed pub, which serves up a healthy selection of Britain's best. On top of that, you can really live the high life on this ship with the bubbles of the Magnum champagne bar, or dancing into the wee hours in the chic Le Club. Whether you choose the more traditional fixed dining of the Adriatic or the freedom dining of the Ligurian, both restaurants serve up consistently delicious food from an ever-smiling army of knowledgeable waiters. For those who prefer their dining al fresco, then why not try a super tender steak at the Horizon Grill on Deck 14? You guarantee great taste and even better views. Or pop along and let Marco Pierre White dazzle your taste buds at Café Jardin. Friendly and interactive, as well as diverse, Oceana offers many entertainment options, from the high-rolling fun of the Monte Carlo Club to the cabaret and comedy of Starlights. You can pop along to the atrium for a classical recital, or head here for a pint and watch your favourite team in the Winners Sports Bar. And then, after a great meal, go to the Footlights Theatre, where you'll be hard-pressed to believe that you're not actually sitting in the West End. Stylish and inviting, Oceana's cabins come in all shapes and sizes, from spacious and fully equipped suites like this, offering a host of extra special touches, to mini suites, balcony cabins and standard inside or outside cabins. But all come with a host of mod cons and the daily steward service, plus the all-important tea and coffee making facilities. Because if you're like me, you can't even face the rest of the world without at least one cup of coffee.
Looks a fabulous ship.
She's great, and I've got some great memories because, of course, it was launched back, I think it was 2001, as part of the White Sisters. So you had Oceana, and then you had Adonia, identical platforms that come across from the Princess fleet, and they've just been such popular ships, great family ships.
So fabulous ships, but let's see where we're going. Well, to start off, we're going to fly you out to Venice.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Sailing out of Venice is going to be amazing.
Well, and the fact of the matter is Oceana is the size that you can get in and out of the Grand Canal, so this will be the views that you will see right just down from St Mark's Square. Of course, St Mark's Square being one of the most famous landmarks that you need to go to. Make sure you go to the Bridge of Sighs as well, where they used to lead the prisoners across the actual canals. Then you can go down to the Rialto Bridge. The Rialto Bridge has got some fantastic knickknacks and bits and pieces down there, but a wonderful, wonderful sail away. Then we're going to go into Montenegro. Now, this is a beautiful coastal town, Kotor, and this has just got a beautiful, beautiful vista. Take a look at this.
Wow.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? You've got the cathedral there, St Tryphon's, and again, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You've got fantastic museums there, big maritime history, and fantastic food. They've got a local delicacy as well, which is white wine and a fish, so fantastic fresh food.
That looks stunning.
And look at the colour of the ocean there.
Fabulous.
Then we're going to go from Kotor down to Corfu. Now, this is, again, a lovely little rustic place, and the first picture that you're going to actually see here, just down at the right-hand side, is a lovely little bar down there. Don't ask me why I know all the best bars in the place, but let's just say it's fun when you're out with Justin. Of course, more famously, that you've got fantastic beaches. You've got Sidari Beach. There's just some wonderful beaches, and of course the tavernas here. You know, if you really want to taste some local delicacy, that's the best place to
Look
go.
at the water.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That looks amazing.
Wait till you see this.
Oh, it's just stunning, isn't it?
Now we're going to go for a day at sea, and this I love this. You're literally cruising through the boots and the football of Italy.
Oh, wonderful.
And you're going through here. It's quite windy, so just watch your baseball caps and your hats on here, but just a lovely day at sea. Then we're going to be going to Rome, Civitavecchia. This is the port of call, where you're going to be able to go into, well, just take a look at this. The Vatican City. You can go to the Trevi Fountain. You can go to the Colosseum. You can go to Spanish Steps. There is just so much to see in Rome. All I'd say is book your tours really early and ask the guys on the phones at Planet Cruise, because they can book you some fantastic rates. Last port of call, which I absolutely love before your disembarkation, is Ajaccio in Corsica. Now remember, Corsica is, well, it can't really make up its mind. It's Italian, it's French, it's neither, it's both. And Ajaccio was the home of Napoleon Bonaparte. So if you do love your military history, you'll love this. And there's some fantastic shops here. You know when you sort of, it's like stepping back in time.
Yes,
all the wonderful wooden panelled stores. Yeah. You know when you go like into a sweet shop and there's the old jars? That's what you're going to see in Corsica, and that's what you're going to see in Ajaccio. It's a lovely place. Absolutely
lovely. You're then sailing back to Genoa, and you're flying back to the UK. You've got a fabulous holiday there. Incredible prices. You have got regional flights available for you as well. Just ask when you're on the phone. So 0203 69 69 457. A beautiful ship taking you to some amazing places, and deposit only on some of those selected dates. So let's check out those prices. You really have some great deals on some really lovely itinerary, lovely ship. It really is a super cruise to go for. And you can see there from a crazy price. Yeah. It works out under £70 per person per night. That's your flights available. Do check your regional flights as well. The itinerary differs slightly on certain dates, and of course deposit only on those certain selected dates as well. Incredible value for money, and of course your ID number for this is 97616. Now let's have a little look at exactly what you've got available April through to October. Great prices from inside through to suite, and you've got some really good prices on the single. £979, fabulous deal for a single price. So if you are cruising alone, please make sure you get that one booked up. But that was the start, that was our first, and we still have got 5 other fabulous cruises as well. Norwegian Cruise Lines we're going on to now. On board the Norwegian Star. Now this is a previous bestseller. I have written wow on this, but it's a previous bestseller, but it's also a brand new lower price. So we're flying out to Singapore first of all, and of course we'll let you have a little around Singapore. So let's see what we will be seeing, because it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Singapore, 2 nights we're staying in a 4-star hotel to start our holiday.
Do you know, this is what I call a bookend cruise, because you've got a fantastic start, you've got a great ending, and in between there is just so much to do. Singapore, you've got to go across to Sentosa Island where the actual ships dock. So if you want to do a little bit of relaxation and a little bit of beach therapy, go to Sentosa Island. In the evening, you want to go to the Marina Bay Hotel. You've just got to go up there. You've got to experience the wonderful skylines. There is just so much to do in Singapore. It's
going to be just an amazing place, a place I've got to go to, I haven't been to. I'm desperate to go. 2 nights there, you're staying for 2 days, have a good look around. That's all included in your cruise. Then you're getting on to your cruise, and you've got 11 nights cruising on board. This is wonderful. So where are we going first? We've got a relaxing day at sea first of all, and actually we're going to look round the ship. So we'll let you have a little nosy around. It's fabulous.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb, or gluten free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile at dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities. And balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition. A private complex dedicated to solo cruisers with, most importantly, no single supplement.
How fabulous. It looks like a fabulous ship, that.
Yeah, it's just so relaxed. And that's the thing. A lot of people think that cruising is quite formal. This is for the people that want to just relax. You don't have to be, constricted with what you want to wear, what you want to eat, where you want to go. It's just great.
So 11 nights cruising. Our first day is a nice relaxing day at sea, so you get to enjoy the ship and find your way around. Absolutely. And then where are we heading to?
Well, you start off with one of the most tranquil places. We're talking Koh Samui. It is just a beautiful, beautiful beach resort, and just look at the colour of those oceans. Look at the sandy shores that you can just dip your toe into. Of course, you've got that lovely tranquility of the temples as well. So it really is a great way of just immersing yourself in the culture and the whole vibe of relaxation at this part of the world. Then you're going to be going to, from one to t'other. it is just going to be a complete contrast. We're talking Bangkok. This is the oriental city that just blows everything else out of the water. Anything goes in Bangkok. It's hot, it's sweaty, there's fresh food, there's fantastic bars, there's great nightlife. It's just so vibrant, and there's just something for everybody. One of the great things that I've got to say is you're overnight in Bangkok.
That's perfect, isn't it?
Especially we're talking about single travellers and how there's no single supplements with NCL. And the great thing is, if you are travelling alone, would you actually go to one of these far-flung places and go out on your own? Probably not. But you've got the comfort, you've got the security of your cruise ship being right there, just on the quayside, and just a few steps away you've got this wonderful city. It's just a great way.
That's absolutely amazing. So we've got another relaxing day at sea and we're heading out to Vietnam now.
Yeah, we're going to Phu My, which is the actual port for Ho Chi Minh City. Now this is just, again, up there with history. Of course, you can't escape this part of the region without the war, and if you want to go there and really immerse yourself, not just in the tranquil side, but the historic side as well. It's a hustle and bustle. You've got bicycles going everywhere, you've got little horns tooting on mopeds.
I bet it's fabulous.
It's just great, it really is. And of course, some of the, if you love sort of like Miss Saigon, this is the type of place
it's just like a dream cruise, isn't it?
Happy, get your camera going.
Absolutely love this. Where to next?
We're actually going to Nha Trang. Now, of course, this is another beach capital for Vietnam. This is some of the best sands in this particular region, and this is where you've got your facilities. So, you know, it's one thing to have a sandy beach, but then you have to walk miles to a bar or a restroom or a restaurant. Here, everything's led on for you, and it's just literally fingertips away. You know,
Brilliant.
You just have to click your fingers and somebody's there. It's just an
is
amazing
paradise.
place. Lovely relaxing day at sea and complete change of culture now. We actually go to China, and this is Sanya. Now, Sanya's known as the Hawaii of China.
Oh,
so
really?
Completely different. And again, where you've got quite
you
a
can see why,
formal
really.
culture, this is just completely different. Really modern destination, tropical, tranquil beach resort that you've got there. And again, it's not one of those ports that you perhaps fly to and have 2 weeks. It's just great that you're going to get there for one day and enjoy immersing yourself.
It's a fabulous itinerary. You've got another relaxing day at sea, so you get to enjoy the ship as well as to enjoy these fabulous places.
You get time to recharge your batteries before the big finale.
Yes, because you said it was a bookend trip.
Oh.
So we started 2 nights, of course, in Singapore. Now we're in Hong Kong. We get 2 nights in a 4-star hotel here.
But what you've got to remember is these are now the leading markets. They're not emerging markets. And when you see the skylines of Singapore and you see the old junkers of Hong Kong, you've got to remember this is where the money is, and this is also where the power is. You've got some wonderful monasteries that you can go to look at perhaps the more tranquil side of life, but this is a metropolis. Look at this skyline, and every night the harbour of Hong Kong has the most amazing light show and fireworks display. I think it's about 8 o'clock every night. You will just simply love this place. It's like New York. You've got to go out there at night. And
that's it. You've got to go out there at night, and you've got the opportunity. You've had the most amazing trip, 17 nights in total. You then fly home with so many fabulous memories. If you are booking an ocean view or above, you have got also free all-inclusive drinks and Wi-Fi, so it's well worth looking at those prices. It's not a huge jump on one of the days. It's actually only £140 per person extra to go for that ocean view, so do check out all those prices. If you go for ocean view or above, you have got a great option with the free Wi-Fi, and you also have that fabulous free all-inclusive drinks. You can see it all there. That really does make a difference. I love it when you haven't got a bill at the end of the holiday. And of course, your hotel stays in Singapore and Hong Kong included in this price. Your ID number, if this is the cruise for you, is 104957. An absolute beauty. And of course, for me, I would be booking the ocean view or above, and I'd go for those free drinks. So all-inclusive means obviously you're getting your meals, but now we sit down and we get our spirits, our cocktails, our wine by the glass.
what do you fancy?
Oh, a nice glass of wine, I think. What
Singapore
about you?
sling?
Oh, it seems, yeah.
You've got
seems
it.
appropriate.
You know, when in Rome.
Cocktails and spirits. Yeah, honestly, you're going to love it. Check out your prices. Do have a little look as well at the comparison from your inside to your ocean view or to your balcony, because if you are going ocean view or above, of course, it's well worth getting that all-inclusive drinks package and the free Wi-Fi. It really does make a difference. Norwegian Cruise Lines, that was the Norwegian Star, and an absolute beautiful beautiful cruise. But we've still got 4 more cruises. So we're off to cruise number 3. And this is, oh my goodness, this is Regent 7 Seas Cruises. This is 6-star, beautiful luxury. This is going to be so special, and let's get on board the Navigator, because this is going to be that dream cruise.
This is what I call a memory cruise.
Oh, yes.
This is what you book for a special occasion. Perhaps if you're celebrating an anniversary, perhaps it's a new part of your life. Perhaps, you know, you're taking time out of work, retiring. This is the most luxurious cruise that we've got on today's show by far. 6-star. The ships are completely different. Now, can I just point out, you're seeing, you know, groups there. The ratio of crew to passengers is 1 crew member to every 1.5 passengers. I don't know how they work out the half. But quite literally, the people that have been on board have mentioned how they're dozing on their sun lounger that they haven't had to fight over. They get up and have their lunch that they haven't had to queue for. And then when they get back down, there's a fresh towel for them. They wake up and their beer is just a sip left. And all of a sudden, they wake up and there's a full pint of beer there for them. The service is just another level.
It is incredible, isn't it?
And look, this, I really do think that this really does show. You know, you have got this ship. There's only about 450 to perhaps 600 passengers when it's at full occupancy, and that is the quality. Admittedly, you are paying for, but what a wonderful, wonderful opportunity.
I think you've got some incredible deals when you think you are getting the best of the best, and you get so many extras with this as well. It's all inclusive. You've got your shore excursions in every port. You've
all
got
of them.
Unlimited Wi-Fi. So this is all included. And then, wouldn't it be nice if, just as a little thank you for booking the holiday, you got some free champagne and some chocolates from
Well, how about we...
Fortnum & Mason?
Yeah, just throw in a hamper. You know, it's just chocolates
Which is exactly what you are
champagne.
getting as well. If you are booking, you're getting that free hamper, champagne and chocolates from Fortnum & Mason, which is amazing. But you have got all-inclusive, unlimited Wi-Fi. You've got all your shore excursions on the most beautiful ship with the most beautiful itinerary. So we're flying out to Athens, first of all. What a fabulous place to start.
I think the thing to remember here is the size of this ship. It can go to different parts that other larger cruise lines only want to be able to go to. Athens is just a great place to start, but of course Mykonos is your first port of call. It's a beautiful little island. It's a lovely time, known famously for its windmills and the little harbour there.
Yeah.
At night,
so
this is
pretty.
very much a very hip and chic place to be. This is the up-and-coming part where it used to be somewhere like Saint-Tropez. Mykonos is now on the map, but a lovely little place to just walk around. And this is the great thing. Just imagine if you rocked up with one of these big cruise ships now, which is great. It's great fun when you've got 5,000 passengers. 500 passengers wandering around town. You bump into somebody that you've had a glass of wine with last night. Let's catch some lunch, have some fresh Greek produce, you know, actually try a proper gyros. And not it be like one of these just sweaty, greasy kebabs that leave a horrible taste in your mouth. Actually beautifully spiced and tasted meat. That's what you're going to get from the essence of Mykonos.
It really is going to be a special trip. We're heading now to Santorini, which is another, I mean, we've got some beautiful islands here.
Well, Santorini, again, just literally built into the side of this cliff. Apparently, this is where they think that Atlantis was once lost. They've actually done a lot of excavations and archaeological digs around here. But again, it's those white-walled buildings. It's that lovely Greek yogurt advert sort of picture postcard that you've got.
It
those
really
lovely
is, isn't it?
blue
That's
tiled roofs.
that
there
is
you
the
go.
advert. Absolutely.
So it's just beautiful. You've also, you know, you've got some lovely panoramic views. It's literally a volcano. So that's where Santorini is actually built in towards. Then we're off to Crete. Now this again has got a fantastic history. This is more, I'd actually say, historical now. This is some fantastic beach resorts that you can go to. But perhaps if you want to then go back in time, you can go back to the Byzantine Empire in 961. And famously, the Byzantine Empire, the actual Crusaders sold Crete to the Venetians apparently for 1,000 silver coins. Quite cheap, really. When you look at this, how beautiful. Would you pay 1,000 silver coins for that?
Oh, absolutely. And I would have stayed there forever and ever. It looks beautiful, and there's still so much more.
Yeah. Do you know what? We're going to go into Zakynthos. This is really one of those places. Just look at the water, look at the beautiful colourful buildings, and look at the beaches. This is probably one of the most iconic postcards from Greece. Do you recognise that shipwreck? Exactly. Everybody's seen it on that post. You go, I just want to go there. You are going there. Then we're off to Italy, and the great thing about this is a complete change now in culture. We're going to Sicily. Now, this
Have we
is
missed
just...
Corfu? Have we been to Corfu?
Have I missed Corfu?
Yeah, let's go to Corfu first.
Should we go to Corfu?
Yeah,
Let's
it's sort of
just
on the
wind
way.
back.
Seems to make more sense. I think the captain would like to go to Corfu
Yeah,
first.
probably. Sorry about that. Yeah, of course, again, lovely Greek island. Of course, this is the birthplace of Prince Philip. You've got the fantastic Achillean Palace, which is all in Greek mythology.
Great.
Again, another great place to go to. Then we're going to Italy and Sicily. See, I'm going to wake up the horse's head next to me. I know. Right, now Sicily, just take a look at this. You can just hear the church bells ringing out. And of course, you are literally in the footsteps of Etna, a fantastic volcano. If you want to go up the mountain, it really is one of those places that you want to go to. And then, of course, you're going back to Malta. And you're finishing your cruise in Valletta. This is one of my most memorable cruise ports. The stone that you've got here in the harbour, the old harbour, is absolutely gorgeous. So really enjoy that. That's your disembarkation port before you fly back to the UK.
So all those fabulous ports of call on this fabulous ship, and you're getting so much included. It's all inclusive, and that is all inclusive 6-star luxury. You've got free unlimited Wi-Fi. You've got your shore excursions in every port. You're even getting that free champagne and chocolate gift as well for booking, just as a little thank you. You really have got the best of the best, I think. If you've got a special occasion to celebrate, this is definitely the cruise to do it. If this is the one for you, all you need is that ID number, so jot that down, 96115. And if you are actually booking the penthouse suites, you do get free business class flights as well. So there's loads of reasons to look at all the prices. Now, we said you do get quite a lot when you sail with Regent Seven Seas.
Get ready.
You get lots. I mean, this is pages full.
Yeah. I mean, look, you get the hotel package in the concierge suite and higher. Don't forget, before you actually go away, you're getting that lovely bottle of champagne and Fortnum & Mason chocolates as well. You've got unlimited beverages, including wines and premium spirits. We're not just talking about non-branded. Open bars. You've got the mini suite in your room as well, which is replenished daily. Free restaurants, free gratuities, free Wi-Fi, airport transfers, room service, and unlimited shore excursions.
And don't forget, if you are booking, this is a little thank you from Planet. What a fabulous gift just for booking that holiday. That is absolutely beautiful.
Like the perfect way to really do it. You can actually surprise somebody. Book the cruise now.
And have the tickets in there with the champagne.
Oh, I like it. It's my birthday next week,
That is an absolute... It is your birthday. I will remember.
Fortnum & Mason, please.
We'll try and remember birthday next week. Remind me next week. Now, what we also like, not only to celebrate your birthdays, we like to celebrate your cruises. We like to see the pictures of you on board or somewhere special.
No, you don't want to see the pictures of me on board.
No, we don't. Well, actually, I quite like the one where you had a lot of hair.
Oh,
but we have got a photo here, and of course, if you send these photographs in, we will put them on air. We're having a look here at Gav and Poppy on holiday, and let's have a little nosy. They're on board the MSC.
Yeah, and they're actually in Mallorca. I recognise that. Do you know what? This is when you get off the ship. If you take a taxi just down to one of the marinas, I've got a feeling it's the Dolphin Bay Marina. There's a lovely Japanese restaurant just down there, and that's the type of place that you just see yachts, Ferraris, sports cars. I can see why these two cool cats with their coloured glasses.
I love the glasses.
Yeah, send in your pictures. Let's see some more.
So do please send those quick pictures in, but we need to carry on cruising because we have now got a cruise from Celebrity, and Planet are actually the top agents for Celebrity. It's on board Celebrity Eclipse, and this is a 14-night. This is a really super cruise at crazy prices. Now, what you've actually got with this is a free upgrade, and it's to balcony. We're going to have a little look on board because I know this is going to be a fabulous ship to have a little look around. So let's see what you're getting. Oh, getting a pair of feet to start your cruise.
I know, but the funny thing is, this is grass on a cruise ship.
On the ship? No.
Yeah. This is the Ocean Lawn.
How amazing.
It's just amazing. And if you want to actually book one of the cabinas up there, you can actually have your own barbecue up there.
Can you
it's
that's
amazing.
fabulous. Celebrity just do it right. They really are modern luxury, aren't they?
Modern luxury, one of the greatest wine collections at sea. Their spas are second to none, and the facilities are exquisite. I mean, look at that contemporary style. It really is the modern luxury of cruising. I can't emphasise that enough. When Ruth from Celebrity is up here, you really get a great flavour. Look at that selection of wines that you've got there. It's absolutely amazing. And again, you know, if you've been on different cruise lines, every cruise line has their signature strength. I think Celebrity just covers it all with a very high level. They set the bar high.
They do. They do. They're so often first with a lot of things, and they just do everything so well.
I always used to get a little bit of cruise envy when we used to
when
be
you
docked
saw the ships
next to Celebrity, because they have these lovely little. They're almost like shade tents on the quayside, and you get like free little drinks and soft drinks just while you're waiting to get on board the ships.
Now, there's so much included in this. If you are booking your Ocean View or above, you're actually getting a classic drinks package, and you're getting free port parking, which is quite incredible. And you've got that free upgrade from Ocean View to balcony as well, so that really includes everything. But let's have a little look where we're going. Well, first of all, you haven't got to fly anywhere because you're sailing out of Southampton, which is perfect.
I was going to say, if you don't like flying, if you can't fly, this is one of the great ways of making these great destinations accessible. Southampton over to Bruges, you've got a night to just settle in, and the first port of call, what a wonderful port of call. In Bruges, you've got this just amazing culture of chocolate. You've got to go on one of the canal tours as well, because there's just the little low bridges. You think you're going to hit your head and then just duck underneath them.
Fabulous.
From Bruges, you're going to go into Berlin, or the actual port is Warnemünde. This is where they go swimming on Christmas Day.
Really?
I kid you not. I kid you not. It's just one of those great places. It's gateway to Berlin. And, of course, if you want to go and get your passport checked by Checkpoint Charlie, you can do. You can go to the Brandenburg Gate. You can go to the Berlin Tower as well. There is just so much to do there. Then you're going to be going to one of my personal favourites in this part of the world, which is Estonia. You're going into Tallinn. Now, I don't know whether we're going to see it, but there's this wonderful image of a flower market. You'll see here just the turrets of the old town coming round, and there's the central church. It's a little bit of a walk up to the church, but it's well worth it. Now, the next image you're going to see, this is your flower market. You've got to buy some flowers. On the left-hand side, there is just, and it doesn't do it justice there is just an explosion of colour and smells.
Amazing.
It's great. You've got the old square. It tends to be a little bit expensive in the bars and restaurants around here, but it's worth it for people watching. You've got the town hall, and then you've also got this is the church that I was saying. If you do walk up to the top, it is well worth the walk. Then we're off, I can't believe it, to St. Petersburg.
And we overnight here.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Do you know what, the great thing about St. Petersburg, apart from the history, apart from the ballet that you've got to go to, you've got the Church of Blood as well. It just is an amazing, amazing place. But you've got to experience the taxi rides in the old cars and the vodka. All I would just on a serious note, only buy branded vodka from a decent shop or supermarket, because some of the stuff over there, the homebrew stuff, is rather strong.
Right,
anyway, we're going to go into Helsinki, completely different. This is the freshest, most cleanest and culturally advanced city that I've probably been into. They love their arts. They're here. They love their architecture as well. You can really pick up some great glass in Helsinki.
Oh, right.
And they've also got some fantastic fish delicacies. They love their fish in this part of the
Lovely.
world. Then we're going to go into Stockholm. Now, this is probably...
great mixture.
Well, do you know, the actual roof lines, it's gorgeous. There's so much copper roof lines. You just see these green roofs everywhere where they've oxidised, and the beautiful colours of the buildings as well. It really is the capital of Scandinavia, and it's actually the location of the world's first permanent ice bar, and it's kept at a balmy -23. I know. Yeah, chin chin. Enjoy that. Then we're going to Copenhagen. Go to Copenhagen. There's so much to do. You can do the Hans Christian Andersen thing and go and see the Little Mermaid down by the water.
Right.
And all I will say is, It is the Little Mermaid. Blink and you'll miss it.
Well, it says it's the Little Mermaid.
I know,
It doesn't say it's a big mermaid or a
okay.
medium. It's little.
Okay, but one place you've got to go in Copenhagen is Tivoli Gardens. This is like...
Is that little?
No, it's massive. You have got so much there. In fact, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. You've got the Tivoli Guard Boy Stars, and they are ranged from 9 to 16 to perform music at the park all day. There's the Titanic exhibition, there's the Tivoli Aquarium, there's the amusement arcades, there's the Tivoli Jackpot, there's the concert hall, there's the Glass Hall Theatre, there's the Harmony Pavilion, there's the open air stage, there's the promenade, and then there's all of the rides in between. And can I actually admit something to you all?
What?
On live TV, this is the first place as an adult that I ever experienced candy floss.
Really?
At the age of 23, I went,
Oh
no,
my
that's just
goodness.
weird. It's like cotton wool. Anyway, and then, yeah, we digress. You've got a couple of nice relaxing days at sea before you come back to Southampton. And can I just say, look, all of these wonderful places you go in, take an empty suitcase.
Yes.
And just bring it all
Because you
back.
can bring back as much as you like. There's no flights in this. It's a no-fly. You've got that free upgrade from Ocean View to balcony. You've got a free classic drinks package when you're booking that Ocean View or above. Add on that one night at the Marriott if you want to, if you want to stay over the evening before, and that gives you the parking included and the transport. So, of course, you have got that exclusive parking as well with this deal, because that's what Planet are so good at, bringing you these exclusive deals. The itinerary will differ slightly on different departure dates, but just jump onto the phones and ask. Now, we have got different sort of grades. So the concierge grade.
Yeah, you get priority check-in, you get that personalised concierge service, you get the tote bag as well, you've got all of your canapes
Well
in the
worth
afternoon.
doing, isn't it? The canapes in the afternoon are amazing.
You know, it was like at P&O, you had your afternoon tea. Celebrity really do take it to that next level. Then if you want to go just that extra little bit more, you've also got Sky Suite, and that's your personal butler. You've got complimentary diner in a speciality restaurant, 24-hour room service.
That's
welcome
wonderful.
bottle of wine. That's going to be polished off, and Bulgari luxury bath toiletries. I think that's me done. I think I'll bring those just home.
Canapes, ensuite dining, evening hors d'oeuvres. Oh, it sounds amazing. Look at the incredible prices. Do think about upgrading to that Ocean View. Then you'll get a free upgrade to the balcony, and then you'll get adding on, of course, those drinks packages, which is fabulous. And with me, it just means you don't get the bill at the end of the holiday. You have got the free parking with it, but if you are travelling down to Southampton, it's well worth stopping the night before. And the Marriott, we do have amazing deals with them through Planet, and you can stay there for just £89 per person. And that allows you the parking and transfers as well to and from the ship, I should say. Jump onto the website, all the w's.planetcruise.co.uk. On there you can find out everything, but I would say, just as I have done, jump on the phones. I rang up just as a regular person, just like yourself at home. I didn't say I was working here at Ideal World, didn't say that I did the show. Spoke to Glenn, who's actually we're going to be speaking to him in just a second's time, and booked my first cruise through him. It was perfect. Everything was so easy. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly what I was getting, and I booked everything up in advance, even excursions and things. But let's speak to Glenn, because he's there on the phone. And I do believe, Glenn, you've got something rather special for us.
Hi guys. Yeah, how are you? Listen, we've really, really quickly, because it's going crazy in here. Last night, they've announced a new sailing on Ovation of the Seas on the 14th of April. It's a 3-day mini-cruise. It's the first inaugural cruise, the first ever cruise with Ovation.
Wow.
We've got an amazing 3-night deal on here. We've got balcony cabins for under £300.
No.
This got released last night. We've sold dozens and dozens of these already, and they've just released more cabins this morning, but these are going to go literally by about lunchtime today.
That is incredible. They are going to have to be super quick.
Yeah, it's their new super ship. It's an amazing ship. It's one of their top ships, obviously brand new, first ever sailing, but they're doing the balcony cabins for less than £300, but they are going to go by lunchtime today.
So, Glenn, they just need to ring you up and say they've heard about this on the show.
Yeah, just give us a call straight away. Please don't think about it. Get your groups together, call in, and as I said, we'll try and get the cabins, but they are going very, very fast.
That's brilliant, Dan. We better let you go, because I can hear you're really busy. Thanks
All right,
so
speak
much.
to you later. See you,
Take
Hal.
care, darling. Bye-bye. Jot down the phone
admit.
number, 0203 69 69 457. That's an incredible deal.
You can tell how busy they are. We can actually hear the guys in the background there. Get on the phone lines. Don't go onto the website. Get on to the phones.
Now, we've got to jump on with our 5th cruise. It's Viking Cruises. So if you have done lots of cruising, you want something a little bit different, honestly, with the actual cruising, the river cruises, it's amazing. fabulous luxury. I want you to have a little look around, and this really is backed by popular demand. You've got fabulous savings. You're saving over £1,000 off the brochure price.
I think it's the experience about this. Again, Viking, where we had the luxury with our Regent cruises on an ocean cruise, this is the absolute epitome of luxury on a river cruise. The actual experience you're going to get every day, you have got guided tours, and every day you have got something that you're doing. You'll be getting off in one port and joining the ship back in another.
Oh,
it's a
gosh.
completely different experience to ocean cruising. Again, very intimate because you're only looking at a couple of hundred passengers per ship. And again, great facilities on the ship. One of the things that I really do like about Viking as well is they have floor-to-ceiling bars and restaurants. So when you are on that river, you are really immersing yourself in a fantastic
the windows,
panoramic view.
you can see everything. And of course, you're seeing things all the time because it's a river, it's not the ocean. So you're not just looking at water,
and
you're looking at scenery all the time.
Well, and you literally, it's almost if you could just reach out and touch it. It really is fantastic. There is so much to get through on this cruise. I'm just going to have to say, I'm not going to do this justice. You've just got to go and look at the itinerary.
So much included. And Viking, I mean, if you are going to try a river cruise, Viking are the people to go for.
Definitely. I mean, fantastic river cruises and ocean cruises now as well. Now, the great thing about this is it's just so much included. The first day that you've got in Lisbon is just epic, but look at the facilities on board the ship. Of course, don't forget, these ships are actually built for the rivers that they are cruising.
Yes.
And that's, again, quite an important thing. I know, it's just great. And you know I said to you about the floor-to-ceiling? Just imagine looking out. I mean, look, that's how close you are. You're literally just arm out the window and you can almost brush past some of the bushes and the trees. It's just fantastic.
Something I really fancy doing, it just sounds so special, and you've got so much included in the deal as well. So it's well worth getting booked up. Having a change. If it's ocean cruising that you've always done before, try that river cruising. And this one is backed by popular demand, so they are absolute favourites. You've got free airport parking as well. You've got complimentary wine, beer and soft drinks with all your meals. But let's start at the very beginning. We're flying out to Lisbon first of all.
Do you know, usually I give you my take on Lisbon, but the thing is, you've actually got a guided tour around this wonderful, wonderful city. You're going to go around the Belém Tower, which is one of the most popular UNESCO sites to go through. And the great thing is you get time to explore it when you arrive, but then you have a guided tour, so you'll be able to go around. Here's the famous Belém Tower that I was telling you about. That's where your walking tour actually starts. Then you're actually going to transfer.
You've got 2 nights stay there, haven't you, in a hotel, which is going to be amazing.
Then you're going to be going on to Porto. Now, this is just fantastic. Again, you've got a city tour of Porto, and then in the afternoon you've got time to explore on your own before actually rejoining the ship. Then you're going to be going into day 5. Now, you're actually going to sail in the river this day, and you'll get the tour of the Villa Real, which is the famous villa that appears on the Matias Rosé bottles.
Oh, right.
So you'll probably remember it from that. Look at that. You'll probably recognise that. Then you're going to be going into Barça de Alva on day 6. Now, you're going to be sailing again east along the river, taking in the stunning views. I mean, just take a look at this. Again, great wine producing region that you've got here, so just wonderful vistas. Then you're coming into day 7. I mean, again, every day you've got something that you're going to be doing in port. You've got a full day excursion to Salamanca here, a wonderful Spanish ancient city. And remember, what you've got is everything included in that one price, which is
and
just fantastic.
And it's such a good price for river cruising. That's an amazing deal. Because remember, you've got 8 guided tours as well included. You don't, I guess, have to do them if you don't want to.
No,
but
you
why
can stay
would
on
you
board
not?
the ship. I mean, you've got breakfast, lunch, you've got dinner that's all provided, whether you're on board or whether you're off. You've got fantastic flamenco shows there as well. But again, back on board the ship, along the river, this time, though, into the village of Favios. And you'll have lunch here with a wonderful rustic old winery in the heart of this winemaking region. Then you're actually going to go back into Portugal in the morning, arrive, have breakfast, and visit Lamego. And then in the afternoon, sail west along the river back into Porto. Now, this is where you have an overnight in Porto before you disembark in the morning.
Oh, fabulous.
You'll also, again, have breakfast on board. everything is included in this.
Let's have a look at what's included. So much. I don't think we'd fit it on our page properly, but you can see here £1,000 off the brochure price. Huge savings that are included already. You've got the complimentary drinks, your wine, beer and your soft drinks. Flights from 5 UK airports with no supplements. The ship differs depending on departure, but of course you can check all of that out on the phone lines. All you need is that ID number 110300. You're saving £1,000. You're getting free airport parking. That's from 5 different UK airports. You're getting all of those tours, and you're getting the 2-night stay in a superior first-class hotel in Lisbon, which Lisbon is a place to stay, isn't it?
It definitely is. And to condense all of that information down there, you've got 4 World Heritage sites, but 8 guided tours that are included in this price.
Have a look at the prices, because I think they are incredible for what you are getting. Do not miss out on the deals. That April price is out of this world. December, a really amazing price as well. So choose your time of year, but remember, this is backed by popular demand, so it will very much be as long as that lasts. All you need to do is jump onto the phones, 0203 69 69 457. But we have got one more cruise for you, and we're finishing off with Holland America. Now, this is going to be another beauty. This is Australia, this is New Zealand. We've got stays included in this. All I've put is wow. This is a brand new price reduction as well. You're saving an extra £500 per person. So let's start the holiday. We're going to fly out to Auckland. How great is that going to be? So in Auckland, we're going to have a little nosy round.
Yeah, exactly. And Janine, can I just say, 22 nights that you have in this part of the region, you know, it's go big or go home. You know, when you're travelling that distance, you've got to experience everything. And Auckland is just amazing. The Sky Tower that you can bungee jump off of, the panoramic views from the top, the countryside and the wineries. This is just that introduction into this wonderful part and region of the country.
And you haven't got to rush round. You've got 3 nights stay here in a 4-star hotel. Then we're getting on board, and we've got a 14-night cruise.
Yeah, and the great thing is the first day is actually cruising the peninsula of the Bay of Plenty, and it's just a wonderful place to be.
It's a fabulous place to be, and this is exactly how you will be sailing there. It's a lovely, I would say, a classic ship.
Definitely, and this is a Vista class ship. This is actually the same keel platform as the Arcadia. I know the thermal spa here, that's wonderful, that thermal spa. It really is. You've just got to go out there, and those beds, they're actually heated tile
they
beds.
They're amazing.
Just drift off and wake up and you are on dry. Let's go back into the spa now. It's just great. But lovely, lovely ship on board, but it's just the destinations that we're going to be visiting that just absolutely blow you away. On board that ship, you are going to be cruising that Bay of Plenty and following in the footsteps of James Cook.
Oh, really?
Well, of course, you know, bear in mind, obviously, the explorers of old, you know, it's not like a modern cruise ship where you've got refrigeration, you can just stop off and you can get stuff flown out. The reason why they call it the Bay of Plenty is because there was plenty of kiwi fruit and wonderful, wonderful avocados as well. So this area and this region is still known for it. I mean, just take a look. It just is absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. It's not one of the world's largest resorts, but it's just a great way to the north part of New Zealand to really, really immerse yourself. Day 8, we're actually going to go into Tauranga. And again, this really follows with that feel of just wonderful, wonderful vistas that you've got there. Then we're going to be going into Napier. Now, this is one of the most famous winemaking region. If you've ever heard of Hawke's Bay, it's actually, it's just famous for its oils, olive oils. It's famous for its artisan cheeses, for its wines. This is just where everybody flocks to get their wonderful, wonderful food. Then we're off to Wellington. Now, this is steeped in history. You've got, it was settled in 1840, actually, by a London-based company. And this is what they call Wonderful Windy Wellington. You've got the cable car that goes up to the top, or the vernacular railway, sorry, that goes up to the top there. So you've got some great views. Then you're going to go into Picton. And this is just, again, steeped in history with military. So you've got lots of different areas here. And, of course, this was the region that was named after the first Duke of Marlborough. Hence, the actual first largest town is called Blenheim. The actual whole island, sorry, not the whole island, the whole town was actually named after Sir Thomas Picton. Now, we're going off to Ankoroa. And this is, well, take a look at this. Completely different. completely different. Beautiful,
Oh,
green,
God, that's
lush
beautiful.
islands. This is where you can go off to really explore some of the great things that New Zealand has got. Also, one of the it's great for what they call Hector's dolphins, and this is one of the smallest marine dolphins in the world and only found in this region. So if you do like your wildlife, if you like to go whale watching, then perhaps you want to try us there.
Sounds good to me.
Now, we've been talking about New Zealand and the close ties with London and England. Now we're going to somewhere that really celebrates Scotland. This is known as the Edinburgh of New Zealand, and this is why it's called Dunedin. And this is where they've actually got a statue of Robbie Burns. That was a really bad Scottish accent.
It was,
Do you know,
yeah,
if Sharon's
it was
watching,
pretty
she's going to...
bad.
I know.
Probably one of the worst things you've done, really.
Oh, thank you. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Swiftly move on. Now we're going to be going into one of the most beautiful vistas. If you like Norway and cruising the Baltic, how would you like it a little bit warmer? This is the Fjordland, and this is where you've got the Milford Sound and Dusky Doubtful. You've got some beautiful. Now, this is a day at sea where you see waterfalls, you see mountains, you see lush green forests. It's just amazing.
That looks incredible.
How do you fancy going off to Tasmania?
Sounds good to me, why not?
Can I just say, you wouldn't go there on a holiday for 2 weeks. This is the beauty of cruising. You are encompassing and ticking every box. And again, look at the wonderful, the flora and fauna in the rhododendron garden. Then we're going to complete cosmopolitan. We're going back to Australia. We're going to Melbourne. This is a great place to go to. Victoria is just a lovely, lovely place. You can actually go on an old steam train, actually through the fern gullies of a mountain range, and it's is it Puffin Billy? Yeah, Puffin Billy. That is this lovely old steam train. Then you're actually having a relaxing day at sea, and then calling back into Sydney. Now this is where you actually dock. You can see the cruise terminal right at the bottom of the picture. So to the left-hand side you've got the bridge. To the right-hand side you've got the koala. And of course,
a little bit tired.
Literally, if you went over the top of the Sydney Opera House like that and straight down, you'd see the cruise ships. Go to Pier 49 as well. There's a fantastic bar that overlooks the harbour. And handy tip, if you want to take in all of those great photographs of the harbour, just get a water taxi. It's what the locals do, but if you know what you're doing, you can get some great photos.
Now, you've got time to do all of this because you're staying here for 2 nights in a 4-star hotel. So you've got 2 great days to enjoy Sydney, and after those 2 fabulous days you'll then fly back to the UK. This is just going to be the most amazing holiday. We're talking about paradise, we're talking about seeing the most
Blue
beautiful
Mountains
scenery.
It's not that far away, actually. It's really weird. When you're in the centre of Sydney and you go into their underground, they've actually got King's Cross, which is actually...
Really?
Yeah, they got King's Cross in Sydney.
How funny.
It's just bizarre, sort of waking up after a 3-day flight, open up and seeing King's Cross. You can see the Blue Mountains on the actual underground map. It just seems weird.
How crazy. You have got fabulous saving an extra £500 off per person. Check all your local flights. It does go from Heathrow, but you can check anything that's closer to you if it's better for you. That's what Planet Cruise are so good at, making it bespoke and easier for you. And of course you have got those hotel stays included. 4-star in Auckland for 3 nights and 4-star in Sydney for 2 nights. That is an amazing price. A fabulous price reduction, £500 off per person. So if the 2 of you are going, you're saving £1,000. Jot down that ID number because this is an absolute beauty, 107528, and deposit only as well. 27th November, just after my birthday. That could be the perfect cruise. It was a little bit of a hint, but we'll see. Now let's start at the very beginning. Where do we start? We started with P&O. This was on Oceana. This was a 7-night beautiful cruise. Corsica, we've got Greece. From Venice, you're going to Rome as well. It's a great itinerary. Got really good prices, great single prices, £979 per person for your single prices. But all the deals, it works out under £70 per person per night. Now you've got deposit only on selected dates. The itinerary will differ on certain departures as well, and check your regional airports. Now the Norwegian Cruise Lines, Norwegian Star, a previous bestseller, Singapore, Hong Kong cruise with stays. Now, it's a bestseller, but you've got a new lower rate as well. All-inclusive drinks package, free Wi-Fi if you're booking Ocean View or above, and it's well worth looking into that because actually on one of the dates it's only from £140 per person to upgrade, so well worth doing that. ID number 104957. Regent 7 Seas Cruise. 6-star, absolute luxury. For booking, you get a free Fortnum & Mason champagne and chocolate gift. You've got that free unlimited Wi-Fi. You've got free shore excursions in every port. You've got your flights from London, and of course do check your regional flights, and you've got that 7-night on board 6-star luxury, all inclusive. And if you go for the actual penthouse suite, you'll get free business class flights as well. Now, going on to celebrity, of course, Planet top agents for celebrity, and this is on board our fabulous celebrity Eclipse. Lots of frees there, free upgrade from Ocean View to balcony. If you go for Ocean View or above, you've got a free classic drinks package, so well worth doing that. Add on the Marriott if you wish. If you're travelling from afar, it gives you an extra night stay before you get on board. Of course, you're not flying, so you can take as much luggage as you like. You do get free port parking as well, and the itineraries do differ slightly on departure, so check that one out. Your ID number is 87261. Then we looked at Viking. This was something really special. I mean, we've brought it back by popular demand. It's a 9-night actual cruise. You've got all of your actual tours included. You've got free airport parking. You're actually saving £1,000 off the brochure price. You can see you've got the drinks included with your meals on board. 5 different UK airports, and you get free parking at whichever airport you decide to go for. The ships differ depending on departure, but that is a definite must. Jot down the ID number 110300. Which is an absolute beauty. Actually, I think it's 10300. And then the Holland American line, brand new price reduction, £500 off per person. Huge reduction included in this. This is Australia and New Zealand, but you've got stays. You're staying in a 4-star hotel in Auckland for 3 nights. You're staying in a 4-star hotel at the end of the holiday in Sydney for 2 nights. Deposit only as well. Check out your regional actual flights, and do remember, always great prices with Planet, and well worth joining them at the Luxury Cruise Show, and that is on Thursday the 3rd of March. Now, you do need to register for this. Please do register. You can go anytime between 7 and 8 p.m. You'll get a goodie bag, you'll get free entrance, and you'll get some really great deals as well. Now, if you fell in love with any of those cruises, there were a few that were absolutely amazing, and the extra one that Glenn rang about. That was an incredible deal. Balcony under £300.
And inaugural.
Just jump onto the phone. So big thank you to Justin. Thank you for watching. Have a